Hey guys, it's Kelly, and today I am so excited because I am bringing you a 2022 Toyota Sienna minivan. This thing got redesigned for 2021 and I cannot wait to dive into all things minivan. I've actually been driving it for the entire week and I have some serious thoughts as a mom with 2 young kids. If this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Kelly and I'm the car mom. I review cars for moms and for families. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on that little bell icon because you are not going to want to miss any of my car related content. All right, let's get started. All right, so let's start with the exterior. Guys, it is not my favorite. Now, it was designed to kind of be modeled after a Japanese bullet train. I'm getting the bullet vibe. It's a lot of front coming at you. Also, one thing that's really bothered me since driving the minivan for the week is just the ground clearance. I mean, I'm not used to that. I'm typically an SUV driver. I actually don't own a car, so I drive different vehicles all the time. So I'm always in SUVs. This ground clearance is a little bit, it's definitely gonna take some getting used to. So over the end, like, I think the grill's pretty unimaginative. Like, look at this here. Like, give me something to look at. There's nothing to look at. The angles are all like super harsh and a little awkward. Let's move along to the side. Yep, there she is. Not much to talk about here. I mean, how about the size of a minivan's door though? Isn't that crazy? I love that they put the track into the window just to kind of clean it up a little bit. I do think that looks really nice. And then if we move along to the back end, you can shop thecarmomofficial.com to get your Car Mom merch. Link in the description box below. If we move along to the back end, I think the taillights are actually my favorite part. I love these taillights. It's very RX 350 vibes. I'm really actually excited about that. I mean, can't believe they just wouldn't throw that up there. Like, what do we do to not deserve that? The Sienna and all. Now, I got kind of a cool one. Everything's blacked out. Sienna's in black. Hybrid, XLE's in black. Honestly, not very good marketing, Toyota, because like no one's gonna be able to tell what this car's called. And then of course we have our blue logo right here because this is a hybrid. All of the new Siennas are going to be hybrid, which is exciting because that means some good gas mileage. On average, you can expect up to 36 to 37 mpgs, which is, for a 7-passenger car, is like basically the best you can get. All right, let's move into the interior. Okay, so here's a shot of me in the driver's seat of the 2022 Sienna, and I want to start by breaking down the door panel because we've kind of got some exciting things to talk about. First, I actually do like this kind of like embedded chrome. I think that kind of looks nice. I find it interesting that they go with some gray leather on the door, some like kind of contrast stitching, and then like some faux gray leather up there. I think that looks nice. We've got some little cubby spaces right here, perfect for like holding a cell phone. Okay, or like barely perfect. Okay, actually you can't hold a cell phone. Like, why can't that be an inch bigger? And then we also have 2 cup holders down here. So this is a simple modern water bottle. And like they both fit right here, which is super exciting. Let me get you on the other side and we'll talk about some more of the features. Okay guys, so let's kind of break down some of the convenience and comfort features in this XLE 2022 Toyota Sienna. Now this one has an MSRP of $45,000. It is not the top of the line, but it's got everything I need, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, sure, I could use like the ventilated seats and the dentist chairs in the back and like the built-in vacuum, but I'm kind of doing good with what I got. I really feel like for that price point, I'm getting a lot of great features. Let's start with our steering wheel. We have all of the great controls, including some safety features like automated cruise control, blind spot. We also have Bluetooth right here where you can pick up and hang up phone calls. Another thing I really like on the dash is it actually tells you when you're using the hybrid motor and then when you switch to power. You can also feel it, but I've kind of enjoyed having a little bit of a visual. So obviously when it's an eco, you're using the hybrid engine, and then when the gas motor does have to kick on, it shows you in power. This is what's called an active hybrid. Active hybrids are different than plug-in hybrids because you don't plug this vehicle in. The vehicle actually recharges while you're driving, and when it makes the most sense, the Toyota knows when to use the hybrid motor, which makes it very fuel efficient and like you don't have to plug anything in. So win-win. Okay, moving on to some of these controls. The display is it's a good size display. I'll be honest though, I wish it was a little bit more integrated. One, I don't like the overhang that I'm seeing here because in some angles, like, I can't see that because this is overhanging it, so I found that a little bit frustrating. This was strange to me. We have our wireless charger here, which, like, I don't know about you, but like maybe I'm just like turning a little too aggressively, but like I need like a little bit more of like traction. I need her to like hold her in place a little more. And then we also have like a little phone holder here, and then this. This also does drive me a little bit crazy because if you were to have a bigger cup here, you can't totally access all the climate control, but it's okay. We have a shifter here, no shifter buttons. This is what they're doing. We also have the option to turn into EV mode, making the car even more fuel efficient. And we have auto hold, one of my favorite features. I was so delighted, excited, and happy to find that it actually has more cup holders up here. So you can easily cover it like this, or you can open up, and now I have 4 cup holders within my reach. It's not the best cup holders, but I can tell you from experience if it's a Starbucks Grande. I'm also really liking, like, again, this bridge element with kind of this textured chromish grayish metal. I think that looks great. I love a purse collector down here. I mean, what an easy place to like throw your keys or even like do some additional organization. I saw an amazing hack shared by another influencer who has a minivan, and she put a shower caddy down there, and then she had like more organization. I was like, that's so genius. In here we have a decent sized center console. Honestly, I've shoved it with a bunch of garbage and, like this and this. But overall, it's a really great size, a USB and a USB-C down there, as well as a USB here and a USB and a USB-C here. So lots of great charging connecting devices. Okay, so as far as my overall comfort's concerned, I do think the seats are super comfortable, and I'm obsessed with this quilted texture, like the cute little stars. Isn't that kind of cute? I also appreciate that they continue to give us some built-in armrests right here, but they're kind of built into the center console. And honestly, I mean, my head clearance is great. Now, obviously, like the crown jewel of all things minivans is that they come with sliding doors. I mean, that's why we like the minivans, right? Now, what's fun about the sliding doors is there's so many like ways to open them. You can do it from the key, you can do it from the door handle, but what makes grade school pickup and drop off the easiest is that you can do it from right here without ever getting out of your seat. You just hit this open button, and the door is going to slide right open, and your kids can hop in and out. I mean, that is the kind of convenience that you can only find in a minivan. All right, so let's start talking about the second and third row of this car. I have brought a lot of props. You want to know why? Because I'm not like other car reviewers. I have installed 3 car seats in here and brought a double stroller. Did a lot of work. And I'm excited to show you how I think this car would work for multiple sizes of families. Now, I'm going to show you some different car seat setups, but as always, make sure you contact a certified child passenger safety tech for your specific car seat situation. Okay, let me show you the space we're working with. First things first. Did you know that you can also, there's a 4th way to open the doors. In fact, there's a kicking motion. You just have to have the keys, and I mean, a hands-free way to open up this door, that's freaking insane. Oh, that makes me so excited. Okay, so to start, I have my son's Kleck Foom car seat. Now, the Kleck is one of the tallest car seats, but it is a little bit more narrow this way and this way. So I know it looks very big in here and like he doesn't have a lot of head clearance. Just something to know. I haven't had this issue in some of my other SUVs. I do think it's a little bit shorter, and it's kind of been a little difficult to load him. All right, so one thing I do like about the Sienna is that these second rows are on tracks, and like on tracks they are. You can go back, I'm gonna say like probably almost 18 inches. I don't know if that's 18 inches or not, but like, hello, that's like basically a way to access the third row when you have a car seat right here. You'd obviously have to move the seat back up once the person got back here, but I mean, that kind of works. Now, when I have this seat set for myself and I have my son in here, which is kind of where I liked him so that I could still load him and unload him, if you're kind of noticing, this door does not go back quite as far as I wish it would, because to load a child in and out, it gets a little bit difficult. If he's any more back, I'm not able to load him, and I can't push him any more forward because then I run into my seat. So this is just to give you an idea of space. I'm a 6-foot tall driver. This is my son's rear-facing car seat, and I've just got a couple of inches to spare. Okay, so this is my daughter's infant seat, and as you can see, I'm still dealing with kind of the same amount of clearance, but what does get a little bit difficult in this car is how hard I found it was to load her, just because of where this door's at. Like, literally, I'm having to go like, to kind of get a good buckle. So I'm not really obsessed with that, and you know, of course, I can't really move it any more back because then I would just be dealing with it more the same. So that's gonna be one of my biggest knocks on the car, is I just feel like this door needs to open a little bit more. All right, so here's a shot of me in the second row of this 2022 Toyota Sienna, and I'm pretty comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. This seat set for myself at about 6 feet tall, amazing knee clearance, 2 leather back pockets is getting me very excited. I also have sunshades in here. I have the cutest little darn door cup holder I ever did see, obsessed with her. A cup holder on the floor as well, ceiling vents, and my climate control is up here. I also have 2 USBs and an outlet. So, I mean, my comfort features are top notch. I mean, they're basically just as good as they are. No heated seats in this trim, but they're basically pretty comparable to where I'm at up there. So I'm super comfortable. I like, oh, and look at this, there's another cup holder. Look, there's like a little neck thing over here. That's so fun. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I mean, I'm chilling. I mean, it's a little bit lower clearance, kind of like I pointed out in the car seat situation, but besides that, I'm doing okay. All right, so to access the third row of this Sienna, you have a couple of options. If you didn't have a car seat here and it was easy, you could just kind of go around that way. You could also choose to just to pull this all the way forward, but if you needed more room than just that, this lever right here folds both those things up, and now I have optimal seating. So let me hop back there. Okay, so while I'm back here, let me kind of break down the car seat setup for you. So in the captain's chairs, we have lower anchors in this seat, and then in the third row, we have a full set of lower anchors here, and between these two seats, we have 3 lower anchors, giving you the flexibility. There is tether anchors in all of these seating positions back here, which is great, especially for forward-facing car seats, because you need a tether anchor for forward-facing car seats. I have installed this Kleck forward-facing. I was able to easily route the tether. I installed it with the seat belt just because that was my preference, and I had no problem getting the installation. As far as my other amenities back here, we have a USB, a USB-C, like the world's freaking tiniest cup holder ever. Like, I think it could probably fit a Red Bull or like a Dr. Brown's bottle. A regular size cup holder, and we have ceiling vents back here as well. As far as my knee clearance is concerned, pretty good. I mean, so this seat is set for a rear-facing car seat and a 6 feet tall driver, and this is still the clearance that I'm working with. So that's actually really good. I'm pretty comfortable. Okay, let's break down this trunk because I'm excited about what I brought today, because I didn't bring no single stroller. Oh, no. I brought the king of all double strollers, and that is the Double Bob, a side-by-side jogging stroller. And look at this. Look at this. It fits. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. And look at it. I move it over. I'm doing a little grocery haul too. I'm not saying it's a Costco run, but I'm saying I can get a gallon of milk and a few things. Enough for dinner tonight. Wow, that is exciting. That is exciting. Let me take this stroller out because I'm really excited to show you what the seats do. I mean, check out this trunk space. Like, I just love minivans because their trunks are so deep. Oh, look, we even have the cutest little light back here. And another outlet, perfect for any sort of crock potting. Okay, let me show you what these seats can do. It's so exciting, very easy to do. Well, first of all, you can recline them, so you guys get that. We can recline them a little bit more if we need to. I like seats that can recline, not because you should drive with them like that, but because when you can recline a seat, typically you can get a better installation, and then when you move the seat back up to its regular position, the installation will be a little bit tighter. Pull up on this, stow, and go. Look at that. Wow. Love to see that. Obviously it's on a 60-40 split, so I love that I could put this down and still have a car seat right here and it doesn't affect it. Doesn't affect it. That's stinking cool. Obsessed. 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 Okay guys, so that is going to wrap up my tour of the 2022 Toyota Sienna. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. All right guys, let's build my very own 2022 Toyota Sienna. I like to start out with the colors. I think that's kind of fun. So let's look through these colors. First of all, absolutely not. Why would you ever drive a brown minivan? The green I also hate. Too much. The gray is fine. The reds I hate. I mean, I don't know guys. At some point it's just a minivan. I think we're going to do this gray, the cement. I think that looks kind of nice. Yeah, we'll do the cement. Okay, then we talk about the different trim levels. So they're broken down pretty good, actually. I mean, what's crazy is like the LE starts as low as 34, and what's great is you do still get a lot of the good safety features. Like you still get the rear cross traffic, you still get the blind spot. I just feel like you for sure need to go up to the XLE to at least get like some of the comfort features that I'm looking for. And if I'm being honest, this one's 39. The XSE is 42. I think that this one gives you just some more of the bells and whistles that I'm looking for. So that's the one that I'm going to go for. I mean, obviously the higher up you go, the more things you get, but I don't really care about like, you know, the ventilated seats and stuff. I just want to make sure I have heated seats and all the good stuff I want too. So that's actually kind of it, I think. Next step. Okay, here we go. Ooh, 7-passenger seating. See, I don't know when you can get the bench. In fact, let's go back and let's see if I can get the bench over here. If you care about the bench. I just like the bench seat sometimes because like one, it's an extra seat. Yeah, here we go. So you can't even get the captains there. See, can you get the bench seat here? This is what I'm wondering. If you can get the bench seat here, that might make me change. And see, now we have options, but you can't get it all-wheel drive, which is interesting. So you're just going to have to decide what you want to do. They're all hybrids, but it's the all-wheel drive and the 8-passenger and 7-passenger, which gets a little bit different. So I don't know, y'all. I guess I'm going to go with this. Because here's the thing about all-wheel drive. It's just like, there's not a lot of ground clearance on it anyway. So I'm just like, does it really matter? Like, I would never perform in the snow regardless. And then when it comes to like ice, well, nothing works with ice. I love adding a plus package. Wireless charging. Apple CarPlay. Yeah. You can't not have Apple CarPlay. Oh, what's this one? With options. Oh, so you get that plus a spare tire. I don't need a spare tire. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. That's your decision. Okay, next step. That's what I'm doing. So I'm doing a 2022 XLE 8-passenger with that extra package, which will bring my MSRP to $43,490.